Hello Taurus, and welcome to Positive Light Tarot. My name is Tracy and I am so happy that you have joined me here today for your weekly reading for November 17th to the 23rd. So first of all, I want to thank each and every one of you, whether you're new or returning to my channel. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time to share with me, as well as sharing your energy. I truly appreciate it. Now, I do want to get right into your reading, but I do think it's worth mentioning that we will be having a new moon in Scorpio, which will take place on November 19th. So it'll be in this week. This is a lunar energy that brings emotional renewal, transformation, and an opportunity to release what no longer serves you. Now, towards the end of this week, we will be entering the beautiful Sagittarius season where we step into that more brighter, more expansive time. So it'll be interesting to see what messages come in for you this week. Please also remember we are in Mercury retrograde till November 29th. So let's start with your angel number. We're going to reveal it at the end of the reading. See what Spirit has to say. And also too, that number can be something that really holds maybe some messages for you as well. Especially if you're looking for answers. Sometimes we want to know and feel that our angels are guiding us, and that number certainly can be that way of communicating. All right, let's get right into your angel message. All right, Taurus, this is the message the angels want to share with you before we get into your full reading. All right, let's see. Spirit guides, this is for Taurus. There we go. You got Serenity. All right. Another sign got Serenity too. I'm sorry that I can't remember which one. But you know, Serenity is peace, right? It's harmony. It says everything in and around me is in perfect harmony. So you must be feeling like things are transitioning nicely in your life right now. You are moving into a time of greater inner peace and tranquility. The angels reassure you that peace of mind is within you. You can feel serene even in the midst of great turmoil. And isn't that fantastic? Because, you know, let's face it, life has its ups and downs. Sometimes when we feel like things are moving along effortlessly, sometimes, you know, we get thrown a curveball. But for you, Taurus, it really sounds like no matter what is headed your way, this week is about peace. It's about harmony. And it's really about being able to filter through with that great sense of peace around you as well. So really a wonderful way to start a reading. I would love to know that my week coming up is full of peace and harmony. All right, we're going to get your major arcana card now. So I've pulled the 22 major arcana cards out of the Tarot of Dreams tarot deck. And we're going to see what the spirit guides want to share with us for Taurus. It's the main energy around this week for you. Looks like the wheel is turning for you. Wheel of Fortune number 10. 10s, of course, are about completion as well. Cycles. This could be about cycles and chapters in your life. Maybe some of them are coming to a close. Makes perfect sense, especially if you're feeling that great sense of serenity as well and peace. Sometimes there's things we've just been waiting for answers for. We've been just waiting for that moment, you know, to start our new job, you know, start new communications, maybe start a new contract, you know, and this is where peace certainly starts to unfold. Some sort of chance could be happening for you. Maybe it's a chance opportunity. The Wheel of Fortune is ruled by Jupiter, which is Sagittarius energy, and we are moving into Sagittarius season at the end of this week. I feel like there's something really expanding in your life. This could be why you're also feeling really kind of calm right now, because maybe you've gone through all of the, the transitions of starting something new. And now that's all coming to a completion. Now you can just appreciate all the wonderful things that are coming in because you've already put all the hard work into it. This could be a week of more rest, recuperate, enjoy, and actually just kind of let your hair down and just enjoy life, right? I feel like the wheel is really showing that something in your life is expanding in a very prosperous way. Let's keep going. Let's see what all the other messages are. Okay, we've got the incoming energies now here for Taurus as well. Let's see what those are for you. Spirit, the incoming energies for the week. Thank you for Taurus. Status quo. Well, that could be peace and contentment too. All right. In fact, it very much can be. Let's start with that one first. You've gone through the transformations, it looks like, okay? So transformations have already happened. So this is where now you're feeling this week could just be that take a breather week, you know, before everything starts to expand. The status quo, we can certainly be happy with status quo energy. It means that everything in your life does feel a sense of contentment. Maybe it even feels like it is complete. There's certain things that are completed. When we are feeling that status quo, we are happy about the balance of our finances, our relationships. It is a cycle, again, so cycles has a lot to do with the wheel. But there is a cycle that's changing. So as much as you may feel contentment this week, maybe you're expanding your vision. Something could be coming in, something more for you, something more, more prosperous for you. Could be opportunities, could be expanding your job, could be expanding your home, relationships, friendships. Right now, though, this is a week where you can really feel these blessings of peace and serenity surrounding you. I don't feel like there's a lot changing this week. But I think that this is the week where it's preparing you for something more expansive. Friends and colleagues, number 3 people. So you've got lots of friends, colleagues. There could be some gatherings, some events going on this week as well, Taurus. Really, maybe your social calendar is a little full this week. And it's fun. You're enjoying. This is showing that there's people around you that really want to spend their time with you as well. So, again, get the gathering of friends, the gathering of work associates. There could be some business meetings. There could be something going on with that as well. Let's also get your tarot cards. We're ready for the tarot portion of this reading. So I'm going to get 3 rows, beginning, middle, and end of week, or however you intuitively resonate with the messages. Let's start with the first row, and of course we will clarify as well. So let's see what's happening. Could be expanding your friend group as well. This is a week of contemplation. This is why I think the status quo came up. All right, we've got number 7, 7 of coins, and underneath that we got number 12, the hanging man. So, you really are putting a lot of thought and process into something that you've committed to or that you've invested into. Now, investments, again, like I said, don't always have to be the hard work that we put into our jobs or careers. It can be also the outer investments as well. It could be emotional investments, spiritual, religious investments. You're really quantifying at this time. It's a great time to do it as well because with Mercury retrograde, we sometimes have a tendency to sort of take a step back and review things. And I think this is a great time to review what you've invested into. Is it giving me the profits that I want? Am I feeling that the gains are worth the investment? And that can be with emotional friendships as well, with friends and colleagues as well. Now, with the overall energy coming in here with the serenity, I feel like there is this sort of, it's like, yeah, I can take this time out to really look at things from a new perspective, but you're not feeling pressure, which is really nice, okay? So there's no pressure on this. So you're doing this willingly, okay? You're doing this willfully. And there are cycles, definitely, and I think we're going to see that as we move into the Sagittarius season. So towards the end of the week, I think you're going to start to see the wheel is starting to turn. Things are starting to expand. It's good fortune, good luck as well. Now, the Hanged Man is a great idea, a brilliant idea, an epiphany, looking for better ways to do things, new ways to do things, having some innovative moments. And this could have a lot with taking a little bit of time out as well. The Hanged Man is stepping back and willfully hanging there to collect his thoughts. All right, no gender with the cards. You're collecting your thoughts. You're thinking of maybe better and more lucrative ways to invest your time, invest your money, be more resourceful. maybe time management, you know, but you're coming up with some really great ideas. Let's get the clarifying cards for there. So we're going to start with that 7 of coins. I'm going to, that one just flew right out. If it wants to come back out, I didn't even look at it because the way that they had come out was quite strange. So let's start with that 7 of coins for Taurus. The Hierophant, that's you. The Hierophant is a representation of Taurus, so you are showing a very strong presence in your reading this week. This also has to do with your commitment levels, your standards, your morals, your third eye chakra, trusting in your spiritual religious beliefs, your own intuition. There's protection around you as well, which is really nice, and I think this is why there's this sense, peace, and serenity surrounding your energies this week as well. You feel blessed. Blessings are coming in for sure. And I feel like this is you really evaluating your commitments, because both of these are about commitment. Maybe you're feeling like it's time to change things up a little bit. Let's see what the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. You got the 6 of Wands. Wow, this must be a really brilliant idea for you, Taurus. Great sense of enlightenment here I'm seeing with the energies right here in the first week. The purple is really about your crown chakra. I feel like there is a victory here for you, and it's almost as if you're coming up with a better way of doing things. Like I said, your resourcefulness is really shining through. Maybe even developing a better plan. A better plan, maybe more expansive. Something so that you can really expand your horizons, or maybe you're starting to see the bigger picture. The victory card shows success and achievement here. So this taking a little bit of a delay at the beginning of the week, maybe before we get into the new moon in Scorpio on November 19th, it's a great time to evaluate those things. And then it helps you to manifest the things that you want around that new moon energy. Let's get the next 2 cards here. Let's see, next 2 cards here for Taurus. Thank you. And then, you know, then you're able to feel like you can move forward, taking action. All right, so right in the center of your reading, you've got 2 very quick moving, fast-paced knights. The Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords. We've got fire, we've got air energy here blended quite nicely together because the air gives the fire what it needs to accelerate. The Knight of Swords could really literally be messages coming in this week that help you put your plans into motion. So taking that time out to look at things from a new perspective, this brilliant epiphany or idea comes with some clarity. Let's get the clarifiers for that. Now, the Knight of Wands is a fast movement, fast-paced, ready for an adventure. I think it has something to do with what you've committed yourself to, because both of these knights are looking to the left. They're looking at the things you've taken the time out to commit yourself to. And you've got the 4 of Cups. You're ready. I feel like you are really receiving some sort of a wake-up call. I think the wake-up call comes in combination with the Hanged Man. The 4 of Cups can be about how we've tried to bring success into our life with a few options, maybe 3 options for some of you, and it just hasn't worked out the way that you wanted. But the universe is trying to wake you up to say, listen, not all is lost. Yes, maybe those 3 ideas weren't valuable. Maybe they didn't go anywhere. But there is an opportunity here that actually works more in alignment with expansion. Because that Knight of Wands is very much Sagittarius energy, which is ruled by Jupiter, and that is that wheel. So I feel like some sort of cycle in your life is going through some sort of momentum change. And I feel like there could be this week sort of a shake or an opportunity that presents itself to you. You must open your eyes to it. It might be something that requires you to pay careful attention to it, but also to quickly act on it as well. Let's see with the Knight of Swords. Let's see what's going on. This could be the deliverer of message, of communications. And then you got the 8 of Coins. There could be some sort of work-related or financial-related information coming in. Something that you've been mastering. It could be, you've been mastering your skills or upgrading your skills with any degree, like in any degree of life. And there is some sort of communication coming in with that. The Eight of Coins is about lots of tasks, lots of things to complete, and taking things one detail at a time. Complete the first task, move on to the next. There is definitely, I feel like there's somebody coming in or a message coming in very quickly. So the message comes in quickly, and it's something to do with, and it could be something very prosperous with what you've been investing into. A message about the results of something as well. That could also open up the room for you to expand your horizons and really watch out for a new opportunity that's trying to grab your attention. I think that although you may feel status quo and feel really good about your situation in life, it's very peaceful, it's very content. It almost as if there's something, it's almost like the cycle is changing to add in a more exciting element. Let's see what the next two cards are. Queen of Wands, again, fiery energy. Lots of fiery energy here. I think that you may be, and then you got the Knight of Pentacles, the slowest moving knight. All right, we've got the Queen of Wands, we've got the Knight of Pentacles in the last row here. Queen of Wands is fiery energy. She's very positive. She's very charismatic. You know, she is very goal-oriented. And I really think she feels very confident and optimistic about the plans that she's making. And I think that that could very well be your energy. Even though we can be excited about something and we want to pursue something and we want to move forward and take the action, it doesn't mean that we have to rush the process, because the Knight of Pentacles is still very careful. This knight plants the seeds, very careful. He could even be very methodical in his thinking. Again, no gender. So I feel like you're very excited about some sort of maybe new venture, or there is a new message about the opportunities to plant seeds on a new venture. You feel very optimistic and positive about where this is going. This could have a lot to do with the fact that your status in your job, in your life is changing. It's changing with the wheel. So let's see with the Queen of Wands. Very positive outlook on things. Really feeling confident and courageous that this is the right move. This is the right time to open and accept an offer. The Princess of Wands could be, again, a new message coming in that's very transformational, because we've got lots of butterflies here. I feel like your heart chakra, I think you're moving past the disappointments that you felt in your life, because, I think that you are ready to move on from that. I think you're getting some really healthy communications coming in this week, and a lot of that could be through friends and colleagues as well. Somebody could be bringing a sense of enlightenment to something that you've been questioning or thinking about. There's a lot of victory here in your reading, and I feel like there is with the Princess of Wands and the Queen of Wands working in combination together. The confidence, the optimism, the maturity of the Queen is excited about the Princess of Wands and this new message or this new transformational opportunity that's coming in. So I feel like there is something new. There is something certainly new generating here for you. Some of it could be new friends or colleagues. It could be a new job. It could be a new financial investment. It could be exploring a whole new way of educating yourself, whether or not, you've already learned something and mastered it, and now you're ready to master something else. I feel like you could be planting some seeds for even more growth, because I do feel like there's a lot of growth and expansion happening as well. Certainly, you have some wonderful, new, exciting adventures that you want to tackle. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is planning the steps quite carefully, not necessarily rushing in, because they're planting things. They just want to make sure that that what they're doing is something they are going to invest in for a long time, because the Knight of Pentacles isn't in something for just a quick results. They're in it for long-term results. And then you got the Hermit, which is very much Virgo energy. So Taurus, you could be attached to a Virgo in some way. I'm feeling like, again, you're shedding light on some sort of opportunity that will require you to invest a lot, maybe a lot of your time, a lot of you will have to stay committed to it. It could be a relationship as well, for sure. The Hermit card is looking for wisdom. So I think you're looking for the wisdom. I think the new idea that you have here and the wisdom that you have within you holds a lot of the answers. I feel like you're developing a really wonderful plan here that you will be ready to execute. I think maybe in the next little while, maybe after Mercury retrograde. There's no doubt that the cycle of life is changing for you. You know, your fortunate events, opportunities are shifting. Things are shifting. And I feel like something new really, truly is coming in for you. There's a lot of messengers in your reading. Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, and the Princess of Wands can all be delivering messages, and I feel like it's very fast-paced movement as far as the messages go. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take all that information and you're going to do a little bit of self-discovery. You're going to figure out which path lights you up, which path is the path that you really want to plant those seeds for the long term. So certainly something new coming in for sure, and this is the stepping stones. This week is the stepping stones for all of that new energy, new messages. Could even be new people. All right, let's look at your additional angel message here. What else the angels would like to share with you. This is for Taurus. Thank you. All right, so you've got wait. So, you know, it's very interesting because really what they're saying right at the beginning of the week, they are somewhat, take a step back. It's time, you have to wait. Because there's a lot of information coming in. There's going to be lots of opportunities maybe opening up for you. And so it's wait, listen, retain, acknowledge, accept, take a little time out for yourself to gather and sort all this information before you plant the seeds. And this is the perfect timing for you to take in all of this information. All right, it's the perfect time to do that. You don't have to rush. What it's saying, the perfect timing for you right now from your angels is saying, this is a great week for assessing things. It's also a great week for you doing a lot of self-discovery, inner development, trusting in your own wisdom, your own inner guidance. Because there is certainly an opportunity that is presenting itself for you, and it's very exciting, this opportunity. But the earthly part of yourself, your practical side is saying, okay, I love what I want to run with here. I have great ideas and I see victory here, but I really need to do some careful planning before I plant those seeds. And I believe that that's really what they're trying to say. And I hope that makes sense for you, Taurus. All right, let's now look at your angel number. This is going to be the number that's the most important number this week. They want you to take some chances. So 0303, it says success, knowledge, friendship, impatience, freedom, and optimism. And we're seeing a lot of those key elements in your reading this week. It says, when chances present themselves, see them and do something out of the ordinary. Whether in your professional or personal life, you will find success by welcoming creative impulses and having faith in your own abilities. And I believe that that's that Hierophant, having faith in your own abilities. Absolutely. And the Four of Cups has a lot to do with the opportunities that are coming up, that you really need to seize the moment. You need to take that risk, open your eyes and see this other opportunity. So it says trust in chance, which would be the wheel, and take risks on opportunities that could change your life for the better, because I really do believe that the status quo in your life is changing. Thank you, Taurus, so very much for joining me for your weekly reading. I hope that it resonates. Please let me know by liking, sharing, subscribing. Please leave comments. It really helps the Positive Light Tarot community grow. I very much appreciate you. And until next time, sending love, light, and positive vibes.